So hello and welcome everyone to Let's Play Tomb Raider 4 Remastered. Zilgaz115 speaking, and I would very much like to welcome you to a familiar looking area that I showed you in the previous video, but now fully rendered and as part of the trenches level. This is our third, although I think technically fourth or fifth passing through the trenches level, but the third proper visit where we're gonna make progress for the statistics and the scrolling text at the beginning of the video. All we gotta do here is land one kill and break the remaining 12 goodies. Okay guys, that's it, that's really it. The 12 remaining breakable objects, we're looking at them, 6 and 6 mines. This is essentially what's been blocking us from accessing our own bike to pick up Sergeant Azizas and delivering him to the ammunition truck. So, we picked up the mine position data, it's called, oh okay, and the mine detonator buddy in the street bazaar level. Let's combine them here, and now you have to manually use them wherever in this area from your inventory to trigger the mines, unless you decide to try and jump over them and see something hilarious. Guys, I had to show you this animation, it's too precious, okay? Let's just do this properly now. Okay, so let's make sure we get some vantage point. I want to see those mines as we detonate the damn thing, so let us combine again. There, and all 12 are broken. By the way, this metal barrier, this is not breakable, unfortunately. There's gonna be another one that looks identical to it in the Citadel Gate that is breakable. Oh, the button now has a frame, fully rendered, see? The wonders of modern technology. Okay guys, let's turn the corner with our bike and immediately come back with a loaded shotgun, because this is what triggers an appearance of the final enemy of the trenches level, the soldier here. You can of course drive over him, immensely satisfying, but that will not increase your kills count in this still unfixed version of the game after 2 major patches, okay? So, I'm gonna get on the bike here, and what I recommend guys is, after all the struggles we've been through, let's save the game here. Okay, this doesn't really warrant a save, but hear me out. I'm gonna now show you how to unlock the minimal damage achievement, okay? But just before that, a brief look at the stats. We increased our kills count by 1 to 271. That's all we want to see here. Okay, guys, now it's time to unlock minimal damage. Woohoo! Let's hold that nitro boost. Okay, there we go. These barriers are breakable. We only broke one. We don't care about it at this point. Furthermore, we can just drive over the crocodiles. Our kill count has not increased. That's fine. This is an achievement-only run. Let's see it. Let's see minimal damage and not get cooked alive by the dragon. This is where the speed boost comes in handy. Ooh. There we go. Minimal damage unlocked. Do not destroy the helicopter on the roof. And you know what, guys? You know what that means? That means I'm gonna destroy the helicopter on the roof. See you back in trenches. Okay guys, we are back here. And for those of us who would lose sleep over leaving some objects unbroken, do I have a treat for you? Because we're gonna navigate through pretty much the entire Cairo we've explored so far, all the way to the City of the Dead, to take care of some unfinished business with that damn helicopter, now that minimal damage achievement is ours. Okay, see how quickly we can get back to Chambers of Tulun. Now from Chambers of Tulun, using this side and the ramp over there, which we haven't done yet, we can now very quickly and efficiently get to the City of the Dead, just lo and behold. Isn't this awesome? Okay. And now, City of the Dead, we need to make it not just to the beginning of the level, but also get behind the gate we unlocked there, after the Ice Elemental Pendulum, and the speed boost really helps here to make it quickly and efficiently. I'm gonna drop the speed boost for the stairs here, just to not die, or am I? Yeah, it doesn't really help when you're starting to go up the slopes. Yeah, makes no difference there. And for now, let's just park it up here. Okay guys, you know what path I want to take. Again, this might seem excessive and unnecessary, and guys, you're right. But I would absolutely lose sleep over this. Let no one say that we made a playthrough without having broken all the objects just because of some pesky multiple level spanning achievement, okay? So let's make it all the way here. Okay, that was a bit risky. I didn't align Lara properly first. And you know what? You don't need to waste revolver or even a crossbow shot. Your ordinary pistols will do, provided you align Lara correctly. Again, it will be a little bit easier with Uzis, but I think this is fine. There we go. And observe this thing of pure and utter beauty. Is this what fulfillment feels like? I think it does. Saber and Aspire, you really didn't want us to destroy that helicopter, did you? Well, the joke's on you. We found a way to do everything. So that's it, guys. The two, I guess, remaining breakable objects of the City of the Dead. Now that I think about it, I probably should have done two separate scrolling texts and show in the first that we will get them later. I guess I didn't think that far ahead, but again, most of you are not gonna do it or care about this, but I am. This is just a little bonus to an already very short episode. So let me again show you how well the levels are connected and how quickly we can get to the trenches. And by extension, the Chambers of Tulun, the Citadel Gate, all the stuff, okay? Every single level but Street Bazaar, but who gives a damn about Street Bazaar? Oh, without the speed boost, I don't think we would have made that, because I hugged the wall too much. Ooh. Okay, back in trenches. By the way, you can skip the loading screens on the PC version of the game. If you keep hammering the action key, it will load a bit faster. And we can go directly through... Wait, what? Oh, that gate. Don't know what stopped Lara there. Anywho, guys, I hope you had a blast. I'm not gonna show you the trenches stat screen again. Let's just move on to the Citadel Gate and get the final breakables and kills. Alrighty guys, and let me welcome you to our second and final dip to the Citadel Gate level. All we are after here are 2 kills, 2 crocodiles and 3 breakable objects. Here's the gist, guys. Through much blood, sweat and tears, I finally figured out a guaranteed way to make those 2 crocodiles actually appear, because they are notorious for disappearing from the level map. And you know what? I'd rather show than tell. So first of all, make sure not to dismount your bike here. You need to pass through this area with the bike to ensure that the first crocodile appears. Now let's get out of the bike before they come, because that would just kill them instantly and not increase our kill count. Okay, there's one and there's another, and wow, I do like the lighting conditions on this one. It's kind of covered by the heavy fog. And you know what? These crocodiles have some blink to them. They have armor and ornaments from set. Ha! Let's do this. I did promise I'll take a picture of them, but before we were focusing on that's a knife achievement, so we couldn't. Oh, you missed? How? Anyway, that was a bit odd. So guys, we took care of that. So, to make the first crocodile appear, like I said, you must not dismount the bike here. Even if you dismount it and touch every single tile in this area and then remount it and do this jump, it will not appear. I have tested this. Yes, that's how I pass my free time. Furthermore, to make the other crocodile disappear, you must touch this tile over here. The good thing is, if you're missing one crocodile, you can touch this tile even on foot safely, okay? Now we're gonna use this tile for one other thing, and that's the barrier over there. There we go! We broke all 3 breakable objects and landed 2 kills, so ensure to make the initial jump touches these 2 barriers, but honestly, even if you don't break the barrier you want, you can always lob an explosive crossbow bolt here, but that's a bit of a waste, of course. I wanted to avoid that. Okie dokie, so again, if you are missing a crocodile, you now know what you need to do. Do not dismount at the beginning, and make sure to touch the tile over here, and this way both of them should appear. I don't know who came up with these spawning conditions, but this is just very odd. And this is the last remaining vestige of a safe area, so I'm gonna make the save here, and let's take a look at the statistics for the Citadel Gate. So kind of at the end of Cairo and before starting the final level, the actual Citadel where we are headed, you should see 471 pickups, 273 kills, 60 secrets, 143 breakable vessels broken, okay? The kills of course don't include the mechanical minotaur we killed with our bike, but there's no other way to kill it, and after 2 major patches, the kills count is still not bloody fixed, but at this point I'm beating a dead horse. Anywho guys, let's properly enjoy the amazing cutscene with Sergeant Azizas. Provided we survive the locusts and fire, but our speed boost should help.
You are a strong woman.
Lara, and you handle yourself pretty well, Sergeant. You've got the codes? What now?
After all we've been through, I think not. This is merely insurance.
Against what?
Against you stopping me from doing my duty. Somebody needs to drive that truck in there.
Kamikaze.
Whatever it takes for my country. In the next life, then, my friend.
And with that explosive send-off and Lara's final salute, I would like to say thanks to my absolutely amazing patrons. Blankgoopel, Mick, Severin Drex, Enstickle, Katie Danger, Poo2, Basic Branny, and Bino. Thank you guys so much for being my loyal Winstons and for using your crocodile whistle, ensuring both of them joined us today. Lara needed new leather for her gun holsters. Next, I would like to say big thanks to my caretaker Winstons, Michael McConkie, Karavetu, Renegade Derny, Blanket Fox, Jonathan Jones, Dick DeBee, and PD92. Thank you guys so much for your support of the channel and also for keeping Sergeant Azizas alive and well long enough to do his duty for his country. In the next life then maybe, my friend. I would also like to give special thanks to my brave veteran Winstons, Andrea Paviglianiti, Alexander, and Richard Dearman. Thank you guys so much for your valiant support of the channel and also for holding yet another memorial service today, this time for Jean-Yves Jr., who has kept us alive and well in the entire Cairo section. The fond memories we have will always stay with us, and may he ride safely through the highway into the great beyond. And finally, I would like to give one very special thanks to my one and only fine vintage Winston, Akira Foxmind. Thank you so very much for your long and generous support of the channel, and also for stuffing the large annoying dragon inside an even larger freezer, keeping the skies of Cairo safe for long enough to allow Lara to make a detour and destroy the last Egyptian helicopter herself as it was being refueled. We will always get all the breakables. No Saber Aspire achievements and no bloody dragons will ever prevent us from making the world a slightly more broken place. And on a final note, I'd like to say thanks to my free Patreon members as well as to each and every one of you for making it to the end of this rather short but hopefully fun and satisfying episode. Each time I work on these Patreon thanks, I am repeatedly humbled by the sheer number of you guys who have decided to support me in all sorts of ways. It's absolutely incredible, and I would never have imagined a year and a half ago that we would be here, and so many of you decide to support me monthly to make it possible for me to afford to spend more time making these videos, which I absolutely love doing. And also for those of you who are not supporting me financially, still thank you for being here at all. It really means a lot, and you are pretty much the reason I'm doing this. So thank you again for being on this journey with me. And also, talking about the journey, we have one final stop in Cairo, the Citadel of Saladin that Semerkad mentioned in a scroll in the Hall of Demetrius. Remember, we are here to find some sacred tablets with an incantation on how to rebind Set using the power of the Armor of Horus. But the Armor of Horus is incomplete. The Amulet of Horus got nicked, we need to steal it back, and also I guess there's the matter of us having to rescue Jean-Yves, who got himself kidnapped. But he's nowhere near and dear to my heart as Jean-Yves Jr., who unfortunately has today passed away. Nevertheless guys, we'll see just how Lara carefully treats sacred tablets in the next episode where we'll wrap up Cairo, so I'm gonna start working on that so I can bring it to you next week, and until I'll see you there, I wanna wish all of you happy raiding.